My fucking God, my head is on fire. It's like a party of angry cabbages, all going rolling around in a sack, beating each other up. Ah, fucking hell. So, it's just taken me ages. This is my third incarnation of my clothing for the day. I think we're just about there. I'm really quite meticulous today for some reason. Colours aren't quite right. I do like that this has happened with the way I folded it today to look kind of Klingon, I think. I'd go with Klingon, not the colours, they'd be sort of more black and red, but there's a very Klingon vibe to this. But I had like, when I put these jeans on, I had my tiger pants on. I love my tiger pants. It's having a pretty orange day. I tend to have orange days with the tiger pants as they are. I'm predominantly orange, but it's like, I wanted to wear this t-shirt with them because of the black stripes. Really similar types to tiger stripes. But didn't feel right. So then I put my army t-shirt on. That didn't feel right. And then I was like, it's sunny. I'm going out into Boscombe. It's like I'm going out into Boscombe to get some protein shake. And it's like, am I shitting myself or something? That's what I'm starting to think. Hello, Mr. Avoiding actually going out, who was meant to get it since Saturday, and then has just kept thinking, it's 1 o'clock now. That's basically what's happened, just without really thinking it. It's like, I'll work out in a bit, I'll do this in a bit, I'll do that in a bit. Doing my little portions of going, right, I'll focus on that and boom, and getting a job done. And then it's actually all right, no, forget that one for that. That's how I have to be. I've always got about 5 or 6 tasks I could probably do, and it's like a couple of hours for that, a couple of hours for that. That's what I'm starting to do now. And like, I think I'm fucking nervous about going. And it's, well, there you go then. But it was basically, I was so like a little bit, I have been psychoanalyzing my behavior and my responses, and I shall now present my results. I think basically it's like I was really quite hurt because I get hurt, but it's my weird little life, and it does fucking matter to me. And it was like when that woman was talking to me, that was what I didn't mention in the other video. She said that her friend who wears the bras and sportswear is autistic, and that's why I mentioned the whole like the Asperger's flex again, because there's a lot of similarities I was also talking about last night. That's what I'm saying. There's loads of cabbages in here. Keep with it, Mikey. There's angry cabbages everywhere, right? I will digress like fuck today. I promise you. It's fucking murders in here. It's fucking murders in here, babe. Right? Seriously. Where the fuck was I? Angry cabbages. Before the cabbages came along, there was me talking about me being sad. Right, because fucking I haven't taken my meds again. Anyway, fucking angry cabbages, sad, because it is like it said on that post, share your life, the little intricate details, and those are my little intricate details, and they are very much linked to fucking psychological fucking underlying whatevers. Can't you tell? And then someone just asked me that question, plain as fucking day. Do you think you've got underlying psychological issues? Basically. And it's like, all right, sorry, my weird little life is not boring and meticulous enough for you, you fucking boring group. Fuck you then. That's how I feel. Because it is fucking real to me. And it's like, I can't go out. And everyone's going to think, because you've got to look the fucking nuts. It's like, no. It's like, what am I saying? Or something. I stood up. I had my black vest on at one point. And that was what made me think, that was it. I changed my mind because I wanted to wear this with this. I was like, don't wear that one, wear the black vest. The black vest didn't feel right. I took it off and instantly my vision went lighter. And I was like, I felt better. I do that with my clothes. I mentioned this last night. So sometimes I have to, particularly t-shirts, the feeling of around here and around here just makes me go, and I want it off. And so, a lot of the time it's the colour. It's the fucking colour. It's the fucking colour. I promise you, it's the fucking colour. And black's difficult to wear sometimes. And so yeah, I am. That's my psychoanalysis. That's why I was getting so fucking butthurt about it. But I was just thinking, look, if it's boring, don't fucking comment then. What the fuck? And when the post says, the fucking page says, don't do personal attacks on each other. What are they appropriate comments? Oh, I was only joking. No, you weren't. You proved you weren't only joking. It was when I joked back, you then told me how to joke. Oh, pardon me. On a massively long post, you make a snotty reference to how long the post is, and you're the only person that thought of making that joke. You've got dibs on that joke now. What the fuck are you talking about, you insane woman? Which is why I just said, or just don't say anything. I thought I cannot communicate with a human with a weird mind like that. There's a weird mind like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was joining in with your fucking joke and basically saying, look, if you want to like call me boring after one line, well, two can be like that, darling. But I was only joking because that's what she was doing. She proved she wasn't joking because she got snotty. This is like, great, thanks. We're a friendly bunch. Say hi and post a lot. Because it is it was real. That my sock decision was a real decision. That's why I thought it was the sort of thing they would like. That I do go into meticulous detail about which socks are missing. Why am I finding trouser after trouser that I'm not getting the right fucking socks for? And you know what I mean? It's like, I shouldn't have maybe thrown away all my black socks. Ironically enough, my black socks with the yellow soles, I've kept because they're black, basically. I hate them. They've got the pattern here. You can't ever see it. Ever. Unless you're sitting there going, look at my socks. That's the only time you ever fucking see it. It's ridiculous. I keep them because they're black. That's the irony of it. They're sold as these wacky socks. They're predominantly fucking black. They've got the pattern in the wrong place. But, yeah, the communication things. I was on that a little bit. About, like, the meaning of what people say. And I had a fucking brilliant one just before I made this video. And that was what made me go, right, make the video. And now I've forgotten it. But I want to say again, I love that. They're going to announce on the radio that I've got mental health issues. And I'm like, yay! And that's probably not a normal response. But I think it's glorious. I think it's fucking glorious. And they'd done it anyway, but hadn't put it out. And she asked me and said, she ran it past me. And it was like, do you know what you asked? I think that's like, I don't know how. I think I'd have probably still thought the same. Actually, I'd have probably still thought the same. Because do you know what? I was thinking, there's a little bit of trepidation when you make videos like this and they're this candid that people who have got a reputation to think about in any way might not want to be involved with me. And I would totally understand that. But it was the fact that she's liked a couple of these vids and she's really fucking sound. And they made this piss take fucking thing saying which one of his personalities is going to be behind the decks. And I just think that is just absolutely glorious. That's absolutely glorious. That's exactly and precisely the sort of thing I want. Normalise it. Normalise it. Not in a way, I don't feel ridiculed by that in any way, shape or form. Although if you objectively look at it, if you wrote it down on paper, do you know what I mean? It could look really fucking bad. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not bad at all. It's perfect. It's glorious. I love the fact that they ran it past me. That's respectful. Do you know what I mean? That's very respectful to run it past me. But it's like, I guess they just thought, well, he makes videos about his mental health. He's always talking about the fact that he's got loads of personalities, including a woman that lives inside him. He's not exactly shy about it. And so I just think, good. I just love that. I love that. Because what was the other one? The other one with people with all this, your normal shit. You're normal. See, I'm getting increasingly fucking. I'm finding it increasingly difficult to reconcile that belief that there's nothing wrong with me with the amount of time I'm required to spend sitting in a psychiatrist's chair. Don't you understand? You see, when an old man does this and he points his finger at you, you're supposed to take him seriously. There's something about that, isn't there? An old fella. Now look here. And you go, don't matter how big you are, don't matter how hard you are, when a little old fella, about 90 odd, lowers his glasses and puts his fingers and says, look here, you You just listen. Listen. You do, don't you? Entrained behaviours, we've all got them. We've all got them. And humans use them. There's a classic example of like parrot fucking behaviour. Obey me socially. Fall into position at once. Conform. I don't conform. Very daily. Very daily. But I need to go and do some conformism. It's weird though. It's like I was thinking at like 8 o'clock. Where's it now? It's about 10:30. It's gone now. It's 11:15. It still feels like morning. It still feels like 7, 8 in the morning. And I'm just getting ready to go. And it's like, yeah. And you've just spent an hour and a half changing your fucking clothes and knowing that if I was forced into a life of normality where someone's going, come on, we got to go. I'm then going, all right, I'll go. And then I'm carrying the jiggle. I'm carrying the jiggle with me while I'm forcing myself to be normal. Sometimes I need to just let it all fucking come out. I did yesterday. I needed to let all the energy come out. And then there was a lull, but then I did go and train and I did an okay workout. It wasn't amazing. And then I phoned up about the stuff to do for the radio. I know exactly what to do and I don't need to do it till 11. The blog, she wasn't that asked about. I looked at one that someone else had written, and it's a couple of paragraphs, and I said, "Is that all right?" Because that's all I can be asked about. I'm not going to go on this big story about me. I'm going to talk about the music. I'm going to talk about the clubs that I went to, what I've been mainly influenced by, and some of the more obscure things that I was really into that aren't that mainstream. And it just shows the style of techno I'm into, and some of the styles that I still have now. I'm still loving techno with electro style samples in it, and old acids and all that sort of shit. I've always got classical shit running through my veins in my techno. So I'll fart that out. I've been thinking on shit. As soon as I read the thing yesterday and I spoke to her, it's like it instantly became, mate, that's a 2-minute. That's a fucking 2-minute. I'll write that. Literally, and it'll be done. And so I'll do that later. I don't know what to do tonight just before I go on air. And I just need to get the thing to Boscombe done. And that's the other thing. I've got another mix as well. I'm doing a guest mix. So I've got a load of time to fill up. So I'm looking at that this afternoon. I said if it's like the next couple of days. I think it's in a couple of weeks' time. So it'll be a way to promote my show. Which is all awesome. And I fucking love him for announcing this. As a character. Use it as a character. It is a character. It's like I've called him the schizotype. I paint myself upon myself, as I say, and that's a lot of what was in that post that was called a self-indulgent prick for. No, it's just me. It's just this is how I have to fucking exist. I'm caring less and less about people who just go, oh yeah, and just see it as this weird, false little person's reality, and you think, no wonder the world doesn't make sense to me. If you keep doing this to me, this is just fucking real, motherfucker. This is just fucking real. And I'm banning myself from the boring group for a little while. I just feel like it today, and I'm not actually angry or anything. I'm just like, do you know what? I don't have the fucking energy. I don't have the fucking time. I'm gonna feel really fucking self-conscious on there now. That's what happens to me as well when I know that there's all this judgy shit. I'm going to feel massively self-conscious about stuff. And I can't be bothered to do that to myself. And maybe that's one of my coping strategies. Is like, if you know it goes bad, don't put yourself in that position for a little while. Or know what to expect. Manage your expectations. Who knows? But anyway, time's getting along. Yeah, 14 minutes. Let's do a 14:44. Should we do a 14:44? Let's do that. So yeah, I'm going to go to my old stomping ground. That's another thing that I've just got time for. I was wondering, what is it? Is it because it's Boscombe? Because like for the last 2 years that I lived there, I was in there virtually every day, and I lived like a just short walk from the town, I suppose you'd call it. It's not a town, but it's like, well, it's got a shopping centre the size of some small towns. I don't know what you'd call Boscombe, but there's a fair bit there. It's got a precinct and a shopping centre. It's got more town than Eastleigh Town, where I used to live. But I was in there every single day, and I knew lots of... Oh!